Welcome back, neighbors and friends. I've got another wonderful recipe I'm going to share with you today. This is one that I have been making for absolute years, and it's been a standby. If you want to make a recipe to take to like a church gathering, or if you're going to friends for a buffet, this is one of those meals that they'll dig into and they'll say, wow, we didn't expect this. This is going to be a pineapple casserole. And I'm going to cook it and mix everything. I love cooking in the clay pots here in Mexico if I'm not using my wrought iron pots. So I'm going to take my clay pot here, or my bowl, and I'm going to spray it pretty good all the way around. Okay, after I've sprayed it, I'm going to add to that 1 3/4 cups of sugar. 1 3/4 cups of sugar. To that, I'm going to add 1 stick of melted butter. Make sure I get all this out of here. Okay. To that, I have 3 fresh eggs, and we know where they came from. They came out from the back this morning. As 1, 2, 3. And I like to take the eggs and I like to sort of mix them up a little bit before I put them in with this ingredients. So I like to get them really well mixed. I do this every year for the holidays, but I also do it in the middle of the year also. This is incredible, like I said, for a buffet line, and it's great with ham or turkey. And the surprising thing, it's really good when it's warm and it comes out of the oven. But if you have any leftover, which most of the time you won't, but if you have any leftover and you put it in the refrigerator, the next day the flavor changes completely. So either hot or cold, you can take it either way. It's an incredible dish. Okay, so we're going to add the eggs in here. And then I'm going to sort of stir this up a little bit. I'm going to blend this all up. I'm going to mix my sugar and my butter and my eggs so we get them all incorporated, mixed up together. Once again, this is another very simple dish. I'm trying to bring you dishes that are easy to make and that are quick to make, and they're time proven, and they're also delicious. If you get the chance to try any of these, you will see they're just not some of the ones I pulled out of the woods. There's some ones that are really good. To that, I'm going to add 20-ounce can of pineapple chunks. Now, if I can get crushed pineapple, I prefer crushed pineapple, but I can't get that here. So these are hunks of pineapple, and I want to take the can, I want to take the pineapple, the juice, everything, and add it to it. So I put my whole can of pineapples in there, and I'm going to stir this up also. Okay. To that, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of milk. I don't know if I end up spilling half of it. Okay, I'll stir the milk in. And then I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, the reason why I'm showing y'all this recipe today, I don't know where that top went, but anyhow, the reason why I'm showing you all this recipe today is because the other day I had several friends that asked me, said, do you need anything from the store? And I needed some bread. And I said, yes, if you stop by the store, just bring me a loaf of bread. Well, as fate would have it, 3 people showed up with 3 loaves of bread. So I thought, okay, what am I going to do with all this bread? So I thought, well, I know what I'll do. I'll take a loaf of it, and I'll make the pineapple casserole to share. So you can take this bread, or if you want to use whole wheat bread, any bread you want to use. And what I start doing now is I just start pulling it apart, putting it in the casserole. Doesn't have to be perfect. I put crust all in it. I tear it all up. Now, if you had leftover Italian bread, or if you had leftover biscuits, it could be any kind of bread that you want to put in here to make this. But I remember I took it one time when I was teaching to a school function, and it sort of sat there because people didn't know what it was. And then somebody tried it, and then the word got out, and everybody was over there. So I ended up taking a clean bowl back home. But like I said, I like to have some left over because when it's cold the next day, the flavor is incredibly good, and it changes completely. So it could either be a meal that you could have with dinner, like I said, with a full course meal, or you could use it as a dessert. Take this, maybe put a little Cool Whip on top of it for dessert. It's really good. Now I'm just adding bread in here. I'm going to add enough bread till I get this liquid saturated. In the meantime, my oven's on 325. It's heating to 325. And after I get this all done, I'll put it in the oven for 1 hour. But this is something with Thanksgiving coming up, with Christmas coming up. If you want something a little bit different, I know we get tired of having the same old things, and some things are tradition, and you have to have them. But if you want something a little bit different, to spice it up some, would definitely be one. Okay, let's stir this bread into here. I want to make sure I get it all coated. You know what? I think I'm gonna put like 2 more slices in here. And like I said, it's really surprising because people don't know what it is, and they say, "What is that?" And once you taste it, you find people want to go back to have another helping. I hope y'all are enjoying these recipes. I'm really having a fun time with this, bringing them to you, sharing stories with you. I've been baking all my life and cooking all my life, and it's one of the fun things I like to do. All right, after I get it in here, I make sure that all the pieces, all the bread is pushed down in the liquid, and it's all in there. And the liquid's going to soak into all this bread. And that's kind of what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it in my oven, like I said, that's 325 for 1 hour. And then 1 hour we'll come back and I'm going to show you the finished product. Okay, I'll see you all back in about an hour. Okay, it's been about an hour, so I'm going to take our pineapple casserole out of the oven. Oh wow, it looks beautiful. I'll show this to you in a second. Can you see how beautiful that is? In the 15th and 16th century, a lot of the religious art, they used the pineapple as a sign of hospitality and a new birth. In Colonial Williamsburg in the 1700s, a lot of the homes hung pineapples over top their doorways. So when their visitors came, they had the fragrance of the pineapple entering the house. And once they entered the house, they were served pineapple. So the pineapple has become a sign of hospitality. So if you see flags or anything, napkins with a pineapple on it, it's a sign of hospitality. So what a better way, if you have to go to a friend's house or a function, to take a gift of friendship and the gift of hospitality with you. So let's scoop out a little bit of this and let's see what it looks like. Oh, see, it's set up to like a bread pudding with a pineapple in there, and it's crusty on the side. Of course, this would be better if it wasn't fresh out the oven and so hot and I could eat some of it. But like I said, this is a wonderful side dish for a big meal, or put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold for later for dessert. Either way, it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to serve something different on your table. Until next time, I'm Jim Min in Mexico, saying take care,
Which city in
adios,
Mexico?
or goodbye, and I'll see you soon.
Goodbye.